Hey folks, Dieter Bone here for WM Experts, and today we are taking a look at the HTC Touch available on Alltel. Look at all the stuff they include in the box. It's insane. All right, well, let's take a look and actually see what they include in the box. So we'll pull it out here, and bada bing, standard HTC black box. Open it up, and there's your silhouette. Open up the flap, and there's your device. And boy, is it tiny. God, I love these things. They're so small. And there's that, paper instead of foam. That's okay, saves money. And let's see, we've got your documentation, all your standard stuff, and we got a leather case, a 3.5 millimeter adapter, a pair of headphones, a 2.5 and mini USB adapter combo, another adapter combo with 3.5 and HTC's audio weird jack, and a spare stylus, and a screen protector, which we've actually already applied. Screen protector is actually included with the documentation in the box, so when you go looking for it, that's where it is. Okay, well, let's zoom in and see what we have available for software on this thing. Turn it on. Very snappy, very good. Just a standard, simple 320 by 240 flush touchscreen. Looks good, just like it does on the other touches. And let's see what sort of software we can find. So the first thing we'll do is we'll tap the start menu, and yay, it's the big fat start menu, easy to hit with your thumb. We've also got HTC's task manager, so you can close apps very easily. Glad to see that's there. And of course the HTC home screen with weather, app shortcuts, and my favorite feature, the profile switcher, so you can switch between vibrate and ringer quickly and easily. Big fan of that. You can even touch the time there to get to your alarms and your time zones and whatnot. So hey, very, very good. Okay, let's look at touch flow. Now, I have complained at length about the touch flow on the Sprint Touch because I put all of their custom apps on there and not the standard Windows Mobile stuff. And on the Alltel Touch, that's not the case. Standard IE, standard calendar, standard tasks, very good. And hey, same thing over here. Standard music, standard photos, standard videos. Good job, Alltel, for getting that right. And look at that. A fourth side to the cube. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. The way a cube should be. 4 sides. Good call. The metaphor is now right. And the best part is Alltel gets to have all of their little custom things like buying ringtones, buying themes, downloads, all that stuff. But you never need to see it if you don't use it because it's on the fourth side of the cube. Hooray. Okay, let's go and take a look at the full program listing and see what we've got. As you can see, the standard flip scroll, slide scroll really still works, and that's good. Access shop, buying stuff online. Get mail. I bet you that's just the standard 7 app. Yep, it is. And, you know, I actually like this a lot. I use it myself for push email since I use Gmail for my main stuff. Internet sharing is there. They didn't cut that out. Very good. An MP3 trimmer, so you can take your songs and cut them into custom ringtones. That's great. Their little custom photo sharing thing. And hey, Windows Live. They included that instead of leaving it out. So you can have real Messenger and search live search on your Today screen. That's great. Okay, let's take a look at notes, and since it's a touch screen, obviously, you can draw cute little notes, and that's fun. But I want to show off the keyboard options, and the one I've got up right now is your standard sort of 10-key T9 keyboard. So if you're used to a feature phone, you can type the same way you would on a standard 10-key phone, and it will do text prediction, and that's pretty standard stuff. This is a nice option to have just because it's really big buttons, and so you can have it be one-handed use. You can also go into ABC mode, so you just tap, 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 tap to get your letters. But what I really want to look at is the other keyboard, the touch keyboard, and just like on the Sprint Touch, it is the Super Touch keyboard. So you can be in ABC mode or numbers, or my favorite, the text prediction mode. They call it XT9, and you can just start typing what you're looking for. So let's see, let's type awesome because it's awesome. Bang! Very easy, very fast, and exclamation mark, excuse me, even. Now, I still think that TouchPal is a better option. I still think it's a slightly better keyboard than this. I also like SPB full screen keyboard, although that hides what you're doing on the screen. But hey, this is a really good default keyboard, a big improvement over the original Touch. Now I'll jiggle the camera a bit more here, and pardon me for this, but it wouldn't be a WM Experts first look unless we compared it to a bunch of other phones. So bang, there is the Sprint version of the Touch. Supposedly these aren't exactly the same. Supposedly the Alltel is supposed to be a hair thicker and a hair heavier, but dude, I can't tell. It looks exactly the same to me. We've even, the folks in the store have tested it with the cases for the Sprint Touch, and it works in all of those too. So basically, all intents and purposes, it is exactly the same as the Sprint Touch. Let's compare it to some Alltel phones. Well, technically Alltel. That's a Verizon phone. It's a Q9M, which is the same as the Q9C on Alltel. And as you can see, man, the touch is just tiny. It's much shorter, not nearly as wide, maybe a hair thicker, but basically about the same. Plus, you get a touchscreen on the Touch and not on the Q9. And here it is, the Mogul on Alltel. That's the XV6800. On Sprint, it's the Mogul. And about the same width, a little bit shorter, and of course quite a bit thinner, but you know, you are sacrificing having a full QWERTY keyboard that can slide out. But if you don't mind the touchscreen keyboard, man, I don't know why you wouldn't get the touch. Well, you would lose GPS, just GPS on the 6800. Anyway, moving on. Chunk. There is the Trio 700WX, and if you want to drive the point home that the Alltel Touch is tiny, just compare it to a Trio. So much thinner, so much shorter, feels so much better in the hand. It's great. Trio, I still love you. Still love the front-facing QWERTY combined with the touchscreen. I still think that's the best Windows Mobile way to go. But man, it's tough to say no to this. One thing I forgot to show you earlier, want to show you the Photos app. It's the same as the Photos app on the Sprint Touch, which is an improvement from the original Photos app on Windows Mobile. And you can, excuse the phone ring there, you can zoom in just by drawing a little circle, zoom back out, and double tap to zoom all the way out. You can slide it left to go to another photo, and then zoom in again on the next photo. Very cool. All in all, I'm very pleased with the HTC Touch on Alltel. Very glad that they didn't force you to use custom apps, left it pretty much standard Windows Mobile, and boy, it's small. I like it.